Because we don't check in profile, and he's a son of Edo. He don't do what for federal, and he won't do what for Edo. Employment he go do, industries go develop. Thank God for Olumide Akpata, this man get Tony. Who's your guy? Now Olumide Akpata, see us we dey like beans and rice. The top people that we never leave outside.
Your Royal Majesty, with your consent, Barrister Osaigbovo Olumide, Oba Atokpe.
August, September 21, August the governorship election. Only available. My hair campaign. And my hair campaign. Amadu me egwa. Nenu Madorina. Wagi. But Oba Atokpe Nene Rumadogwalo Oba Atokpe because Edo time yes, my regwa don't neru. Also, my hair campaign. My hair is campaign. Amadu Tamegwa because Edo Taiwe, sir, Oba Atokpe. I was hoping to show off the little Benin I have learned. Oba Atokpe. Oba Atokpe. Oba Atokpe. With me, as I've already been told, Your Royal Majesty is the leader of our party and former presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the last presidential election. His Excellency Peter Gregory Obi, Commander of the Order of the Niger. The other dignitaries have already been introduced.
Okay, greetings to you, Edo State people and Nigerians across the world. It is the Comrade Show. My name is Comrade Lante Ikmousa Oriahi. Simply put, Ikmousa Novi Oriahi, no ye Lante Riovan. That's the way I will say it in Benin language. I just want to appeal to everybody. Please, if you are joining this broadcast, help share this broadcast. If you have not shared any of my broadcasts in the past, please do this. Not for anything, but because it's important we set some records straight. Well, in the last 48 hours or thereabouts, there's been a lot of erroneous information making the round, and I am here to correct, those information. The reason is because when it comes to political, a season like this, opponents always pounce on each other. They turn red to black, blue to green, and all of that. And what didn't happen, they try to make it happen, and all of that. So I am here to correct a lot of things. Now, on the 15th of June 2024, if you will recall, Peter Obi visited Edo State and, of course, had to flag off officially Barrister Olumide Akpata's campaign for Edo 2024 governorship election. And one of the high points of that occasion was the visit of Olumide Akpata to the palace of the Oba of Benin, accompanied by the leader of his party, that is talking of Peter Gregory Obi. It was huge. But what is making the round right now is that some human beings, understandably, opponents of Olumide, most especially, and their Oshins, they've transformed the matter into a message that was not sent by the palace. Now, when I vessel this matter, I go use pidgin where I go see use Benin and all of that. But let me start by what is so beautiful, what we as Edo State people would love to see. The Benin man says, it is the eye of an animal that you look, it is the head of an animal that you look for the eye. You do not start from the leg. Olumide officially kickstarts his campaign, and he thought it wise, as the son of the soil, the way we do things, as we say they do something, that you cannot just start an arrangement like that, without starting from somewhere, the masquerade will first dance at home before this masquerade goes, outside. Now, all of these applies to Olumide right now. And Olumide understands that, the Benin man says, which means that this process must begin from somewhere. And he told his visitor, Peter Gregory, will be that for my campaign to be flagged off, I must first of all go and meet the custodian of the land. And that custodian of the land is the Omonobane de Uku Akbolokbolo, or Baiwai the second. Must be informed that, Baba, I have come. We want to go and start our dance, which is the campaign. And we are going to transverse the length and breadth of this land, your land. The Benin man says, Obanya to kedo yasewebo, and all of that. Now, that obeisance was so important. You understand? It is reverence. It's so key. And that's why I said, I have titled this broadcast, Olumide Akpata enters Edo politics triumphantly. That is the only way you can enter, the kingdom politically or otherwise, triumphantly. There have been people who have come to the land to want to come and do business. They know that they need to, first of all, go to the palace, report themselves to the palace, and of course, seek royal blessings. And of course, when the palace, of course, gets that information officially, and as the case is, you understand what I'm saying now? The palace accepting what you have brought will extend that, royal blessing to you. You understand what I'm saying now? And that is to say, whatever you are going to be doing within the confines of what you have said you want to come and do, in this case, campaign, it will not be that the palace is hearing from unnecessary quarters. The palace, had been made aware. That is where the matter starts from. And that is what Olumide did. Like every son of the land is expected to do. I do not know. I think that I probably think that some people right now, they are probably going around, going about campaigning seriously and all of that, you know, and all of that. I don't know. But I'm going to be focused on Olumide, particularly because of what, you know, all of the negative, you know, commentaries that have been, you know, taking place. So that's how we see the matter. And all I've seen about, you know, the arrangement of Saturday, campaign never start, but in one day, on the 15th of June, Saturday, Edo State stood still. The only conversation that was everywhere and was prevalent and was consistent and was repetitive was Olumide and Peter Obi in Benin. Everywhere was shut down. But nobody will want you to see that. You understand? I'm not going to dwell on that, but I've got a few images. Anyways, those are just some little excepts here and there. You understand what I'm saying now? If you watch the video when they went to Ibaike, in fact, what you can only say is that Olumide is coming. You understand? We are going to have some change, you know, at Osaigbovo Avenue. But that said, in my own assessment, having watched the whole program, you understand what I'm saying? That it was so successful. Olumide, you know, at the palace and everything was beautiful. However, some human beings, you know, did cut out an excerpt, you know, and they tried to create a narrative, you know, to say that a very, you know, a non-existent narrative to make people believe that something's happened. But I'm going to play it because I'm not be waiting. They're not going to hide and everybody or almost everybody may have seen it. So that I'll play the excerpt, the same excerpt that is making the round.
I convinced the rest of the state to give us their mandate. As my father has said previously, I am a son of this palace. And so I feel comfortable. I feel bold enough to come to the throne and to seek for your blessing, for your Royal Majesty's blessing, Oba Atokwe, and to report to your Royal Majesty that the Labour Party in Edo State is strong and vibrant, and we are going to go around all 18 local governments, all 192 wards, to pass on the message to our people.
Okay, yes, this is not the matter, okay, and according to this are the excerpt when they fly around with the all over social media. And the issue here is that Olumide said he was the son of the palace, and the Oba responded. And we're going to be just this is this brief. In a son of the palace, that's why he introduced himself. He's the son of this palace. He has come to take permission, or rather to inform His Royal Majesty, the Omonoba Nedu, that he wants to start his campaign. He's flagging up officially. For those who may not understand Benin, because he spoke much more Benin in there, just to explain. And of course, Omo responded to correct an impression. That's not where the matter there. And we are going to explain details of all of this. But just take a listen.
Chief, you know, Peter Obi, Princess Royal, as they call it in England. Because I introduced themselves as children of the palace. There are some others also that are distantly related. What is that? There are some others that are distantly related that may not be exactly royal family that can also address themselves as children of the palace. So when he said he's a child of the palace, he said it in English. I think he said it in Benin as well. So I was wondering that is campaigning now and everything. So I called my chief here that is it true that he's a child of the palace? I don't know about it. That's why I asked him to first go quietly to go and ask him. I didn't want to say it out before. But he now came back, the chief now came back and told me his answer. That the last time he said the child of the palace, and I said, I don't remember. We know him very well. He's a son, he's an industrial son of the soil. In Benin, we say, Obiete say no. True indigenous son of the soil. But to say a child of the palace, I don't know whether any of them is any of them is a politician. Politician of Parumwa. I don't know. So I just want that clarification for the sake of public and the fourth estate of the Radiant. That's why we contest it. So sorry, I hope you don't mind that clarification. You are an industrial, indigenous son of the soil.
Okay, fellow Nigerians, make I just quick, particularly if you do those people, may I just quickly add my voice to this. Our Oba, His Royal Majesty Omonobanedu. You know, the Benin man, we always say, hey, man, you know, I sag mori Oba, egwasakiri yoere. You don't just become an Oba, you know, here on earth. You are an Oba because you were born to be an Oba. You understand what I'm saying? And the implication of that is that, you know, every Oba of the kingdom is born with wisdom. You understand the picture of what I'm saying? And it is the wisdom of the Oba that the Oba uses to guide the kingdom, to lead the kingdom and all of that. And of course, more than just the natural wisdom that God bestows on our Obas, our particular Oba that is sat on the throne currently, His Royal Majesty Omonobanedu Kwakbolokbolo, Oba Ey II, is one who is very learned, a diplomat, you know, grade A diplomat, you know, and he knows the workings of society, particularly in the current time. And so, on this occasion, okay, within the context right now of discourse, it is, let me quickly establish that the correction that Omon made, okay, using this situation right now with Olumide Akpata, is not just a correction for Olumide Akpata, it's a correction for all of us from Edo State. All of us. Because the mini man says, you understand the picture of what I'm saying now? Why did I say all of us? What Olumide came here to say, when he said, I'm the son of the palace, I doubt if there's any adult Benin man, granted Benin man, who has not made similar mistakes generally everywhere. Even today, somebody rang me and the person called me Uvioba. Are you getting what I'm saying now? People will just call you Egwaituo. And some of us will respond Umogunwese. You understand the picture of what I'm saying now? These are, you know, things used in the palace. To what extent we may have heard, okay, I do not know. But there's a point I'm going to hear. Now, what our Omo was concerned about here, very importantly, he did say it here, that the world should not start interpreting that the son of the Oba is contesting. And the Omo was very, you know, very explicit, okay, for the general public to be aware. And he went further to say that Olumide Akpata is the son of the soil. And that finally nailed the coffin and laid it to rest. The speculation by some other people that Olumide Akpata is probably not from Edo State. The almost says, it's not just say where Oviedo know. We say we know him. There's a point. There was a point where the guy where almost said he's not just known in the kingdom or in Nigeria. He's known all over. I'll play the video further, but I just like to establish the background to this, because there is the collective need for all of us to protect our monarchy, this institution. And our institution must be seen, the palace institution must be seen, okay, to be neutral when it comes to politics. And therefore, when somebody says, I am, the son of the palace, by implication, a descendant of the royal lineage, there needs to be some clarity. Otherwise, we may just wake up in the morning and you will see something like this. And that's just my creation. But we don't want to see that. Okay? So Omo needed to make that clarity. Okay? It did not slight in any way. And again, I must establish, this is not the first time on our cow where, our great Oba is correcting, her subjects. You understand? Informally, okay, every child of the kingdom traces. In fact, on the average, the Benin man, describes it like, the palace is our pride, is our duvet. It is what we have used to cover ourselves. It is our entire essence. So every Benin man describing herself, closely to the palace. I'm a child of the palace. I am, a son of the land. I'm a son of this and all of that. At the end of the day, the Monomba Nendo who sat on the throne is the father of every Benin man and every Edo State man. Technically, that is it. So there is no way that can be disputed. Everybody who goes to the palace addresses our majesty as our royal father. Now, when it comes to looking like the matter is now being described like a biological father or one from that lineage or that lineage, Omo wanted clarity. That Olumide called himself the son of the palace. The clarity is that Olumide is not of the lineage of the Oba of Benin. And the Omo does not want any speculation in that regard or to be dragged into politics. But for the monarchy to be dragged, and you will not start seeing a report, a descendant of the Oba of Benin, a royal son is contesting to become governor of Edo State. And that's what he said. He might do Baron or a politician. And Omo went further to say he just wanted to make this correction. I'll take this thing back a bit so we do understand that, so that all these things that they are peddling around, okay, we will not say, man, these are mischief makers. And these same mischief makers, they are the same people who will call at their interest, who will call you, don't drag our palace into politics. Now, when you look around right now, you ask yourself, what are they doing right now? But like I said, we will always, on this platform, we will always try to ensure that we discuss the issues. It's unfortunate that we're having to do this clarity. The reason is because here where an error left unrefuted leads to intellectual immorality. By the time they peddle it, and people don't refute it, some people may just go ahead and believe. That's why I'm enjoining you. On YouTube, share this broadcast. On Facebook, share this broadcast, because it's a correction of this erroneous impression. Omo just corrected. And, Olumide is a child of destiny. I was having a chat with somebody earlier on this subject matter. And I told the person, as Christians, we look at Jesus Christ as, we know Jesus Christ as the Son of God who came to bear the sins of the world. You understand what I'm saying? Came to take away our sins. What Olumide has done here is to take away the sin of the average Edo man, because there is hardly no adult Edo man who has one way or the other not described himself as such in informal gatherings. Till today, they are doing it. But for some of us, we have not learned some additional lessons. And the Omo has now said, we can freely describe us, and I have always done that, freely describe ourselves as sons of the soil. Okay? But even at that, okay, you understand? In a broader sense, all of these things, okay, they fall within a context. Within this context, where I didn't want to actually start taking calls, but I will take. You can call in, and of course, I have a caller. What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
My name is Dr. Brown.
Oh, Dr. Brown,
from Toronto, Canada.
Go ahead, sir. Just say 1 minute. Now you just hear what this man has done. He just called me Obioba.
Yeah.
but I am not of the direct lineage of Yoba. But this is what Edo people do on a general scale. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. I just thought that I put that out there. I just want to say that the clarification made by the Oba yesterday, it was very, very good.
Yes. Absolutely.
Because the Oba just did so in order for people not to take it out of context.
Absolutely.
I'm very sure that deep down in the heart of the Oba, he knows exactly what Barrister Olumide meant when he said, I am the child of the palace. Because we Benin people often say that we are all children of the palace. Yes. We are the children of the palace. Yeah. We are the children of the Oba. That is how we traditionally like to address ourselves. So Olumide was not out of context when he used that word. And Oba himself making the clarification was very, very good to put it in proper perspective. So that was a huge success.
Yes.
For Pastor Olumide last weekend.
Yes.
And Peter Obi himself also coming to Edo State to endorse Peter Obi, to let the obedient movement people know that he is solidly behind Peter Obi. This is about competence, this is about character, this is about credibility, this is about capacity. Absolutely. It's not about political party, So it was a very good event that took place this last weekend in Edo State.
Yes.
So as a Benin man, I was just listening to your broadcast. I'm actually at the airport, but I just thought I'd quickly call in so that I can just chip in one or two things. And let me also say this to the people of Edo State. Olumide Akpata coming to run for governorship under Labour Party is a blessing to Edo people.
Yes.
It's a blessing to Edo people. And we have to appreciate him for that. And to give him all the support for him to become the next governor of Edo State. He said,
okay,
just like
Dr. Brown, just round off in 2 seconds so that I can go back to this matter.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to use the opportunity to just also talk one or two things. Anyhow, always say, for many of us that were doubtful that Pastor Olumide is not a Benin person. I have very close friends, even myself and a few other people I know that were doubtful that if it's not a Benin, I think the Oba has,
No, he has settled that. That's no longer
he has settled that. He has made it very clear that Olumide Akpata is an industrious son of the soil. Yes. Now, there was a time, if you listen to the video very well,
please don't preempt anything, Dr. Brown. I'll take you out now. I'm coming to all of those areas. You know, so I don't want Dr. Brown to preempt anything. I have all of those things here lined up. Anyways, thank you, Dr. Brown, for your intervention. I appreciate that. Yeah, people, you can call if you want to, and all of that. So, like I was saying, the use the occasion to make this correction because it's election season, and the palace cannot be taken out of any context. Anything with it. And so for those who probably were saying that, I read some commentaries, some people say, maybe get what you Olumide do, blah, 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 blah. I started by saying that Isaac Morioba Egwasa Kiriore, our Oba is endowed with the wisdom of God. And the Oba on the throne right now is one Oba that we know that Ugawemi, he shows it to you. Whatever you do, if you have heard somewhere, he brings it out before you. And I'm going to give you some proof later on this. We had this man called Clem Agba, who actually was aspiring to become governor of Edo State. He paid a visit to this same palace. And if many of you can recall, you can understand, you will remember, some of the issues, some of the things that Omo mentioned. You understand what I'm saying? About his time in office and all of that. But all in that bolo for you understand? But I want to play this further so that we can get more perspective. I'll take it back a bit, just to get the part where Omo was
distantly related. What is that? There are some others that are distantly related that may not be exactly royal family that can also address themselves as children of the palace. So when he said he's a child of the palace, he said it in English. I think he said it in Benin as well. Oh yeah, don't I? So I was wondering that is campaigning now and everything. So I told my chief that is it true that
he said as he's campaigning now, because Omo was concerned. You understand what I'm saying now? The palace cannot be drawn into campaign politics and all of those things. Now to take it out of context. Just go on.
He's a child of the palace and I don't know about it. That's why I asked him to first go quietly to go and ask him. I didn't want to say it out before. But he now came back, the chief now came back and told me his answer. That the last time he said the child of the palace, and I said, I don't remember. We know him very well. He's a son, he's an industrial son of the soil. In Benin, we say, say no.
Okay.
True indigenous son of the soil. But to say a child of the palace, I don't know whether any of them is a politician. Politician of
Just look at that.
I don't know.
Okay, I don't know whether any of them is a politician. Are there politicians amongst you? Because again, Omo has said this has to be corrected for the general public and for the fourth estate, the media. So they'll come up with a caption tomorrow to say the son of the Oba is running for governor, and that will be a misrepresentation of the entire process. It was just a correction. Not a correction for just Olumide, but for all of us. Most especially for every politician that may come within a context like this. And that is not a bad thing. This is what, for those who know the palace, who know the Omonoba, this is what the palace does regularly. If there's anywhere you appear to be veering off the track, okay, you are brought back. So I just watch a bit more.
So I just want that clarification for the sake of public and the fourth
estate.
fourth estate of the Iranians. That's why we contest here.
Very important. Now do I where Ovioba the contest here? This is actually what encapsulates this whole arrangement. Now do I where so that they don't start making a mistake that the son of the Oba is contesting an election for governorship. I mean, this is what Ikatasina where this the throne of our monarchy in Edo State is thrust with the wisdom of God. And that is why this monarchy has lived this long. And it's a monarchy that will live forever. It's a monarchy that is guided and built by wisdom. That's why the Benin say, Osaigbovo Yoba Egwasa Keriore. Oh.
So sorry, I hope you don't mind that clarification. You are...
Now listen to this and listen to the response of Olumide Akpata on Monarchy. Just take a listen. I hope you don't mind that clarification. This just watch.
An industrious indigenous son of the soil. We all know that. I know I've supported you when you were president NBA. I had to call Erufai to support you. That they should look after you when some issues came during that conference or something that Erufai was banned, I think was banned also. I had to speak to him because you were incoming, so I had to speak to him. I said, that's in English, quote and unquote, that is our son. Or
now just take a listen for here. So that we look at the context now. This is another context, though. What die? Oh, please, if you are there, say it. You can even just type it. Say Omonoba had to call Erufai when NBA president, our brother Olumide Akpata Osaigbovo was ascending the throne, and there were some issues. Maybe I can't know though. Omo is very influential. I mean, there is no human being like Mona. I mean, within the context of this conference of Nigeria now, Omo is a grade A diplomat. You understand? I Osaigbovo Yoba Egwasa Keriore. Omo said, look after him. Look after him. That is our son. This is what I'm talking now. That Olumide is our son. Look after him. If you are conversant with the Bible, there's a place somewhere where that is my beloved son in whom I am well pleased. Omo will not intervene on behalf of anybody. But Omo will always intervene on behalf of his own children. Oh, that is our son. Now look after him. There were other people involved in that matter that were not that are not sons of the soil. But on this particular occasion, Olumide Akpata, a son of the soil, was ascending the throne of the NBA presidency. And there were some issues not concerning Erufai. And apparently, other Erufai, they all pay obeisance to the Oba of Benin. And Omo intervened and said, Erufai, our son is there. Olumide Akpata, please look after him. Some of you may not understand the power of Kana. Let's take it back a bit while we done the hall, so that people don't turn this matter out of context unnecessarily. What the hell?
NBA. I had to call Erufai to support you. That they should look after you when some issues came during that conference or something that Erufai was banned. I think was banned also. I had to speak to him because you were incoming, so I had to speak to him. I said, that's in English, quote and unquote, That is our son, oh,
That's
that
our
sort of
son,
thing. Look
oh.
after him and everything.
That's our son, oh. But in this case, this is a different context altogether. So when Brand called just now and said, all of us Benin's and those people, we are the sons of the Oba, okay? Now, that's a different context altogether. Now, the context under which Olumide addressed himself as the son of the palace was a context that was giving room for the fourth estate of the realm, the media, to come out tomorrow and come out and say, oh, a son of the Oba is contesting for governorship. And that can easily throw the kingdom into some pandemonium. Or more wanted to stem quickly that tide. Now, was Olumide wrong to have said, I am the son of the kingdom of the palace? Now, under this context, the Omo is saying, so that we don't send wrong messages out to the public. Because this is a big and a huge occasion. So whatever we're discussing right now is hugely contextual. And for the protection of our monarchy. Now, but you are going to hear Olumide's response. On your interesting way. And that is why I say, if any man comes out to crucify Olumide with what some of these mischief makers are making right now, like I said, they are just trying to make mischief. Because Jesus Christ said, he who has not sinned, let him cast the first stone. Tell me, an adult Benin man, well-grounded, who has not said, I am the son of the Oba, I am the son of the palace. Tell me one. At all. Even those who are just making their mouth, wow. Show me one. Let people go in, look inwards and ask themselves, if they have not. Somebody just called now and said, Ovioba, were you here? Ovioba means son of the Oba or child of the Oba. How are you? And this is what the Beninese generally do. But again, you look at the context. He knows that I am not of direct lineage of the palace. And the more is saying right there, within this context, a salutation video ni Oma fall into place because I'm. But let's take it a bit further. We are not here far. That is our son. Look after him. Look after him. Look after him. Some of you may not understand the power of the word "look after him." That particular clause. Look after him. If not powerful, may say you cannot take away the power of look after him. Oh, you know what I mean? I want your money, your boy. Look, bow. That's what it meant. And Omo will not just pick anybody and say and stand in the gap for that person where that protector will be there. But that's our son who look after him. Let's take a listen for that.
In English, quote and unquote, that is our son or that sort of thing. Look after him and everything. It doesn't have anything to do with the quarrel that is ongoing in Kaduna. I know I spoke for you. So just to be clear that we are not that we are particularly against you. I just wanted to clarify that identification that you made just now. So I hope you don't mind.
No, Baba, not at all. I am grateful for the correction. I was equating the entire Benin to the palace. That was a mistake on my part. I am a true son of the Benin kingdom.
Now, this is the response of Olu Akpata, admitting where in this contest you make a mistake. Okay, it takes. When I describe it here, it takes humility. Recognition of the fact that I'm before an authority, a very superior authority. for somebody to, quickly just, daddy, he was making a mistake. He misjudged the contest. You understand the bit of what I'm saying now? And when you look at it, even the way Omo, corrected this situation, Omo was also always laughing in between. That's not even there. And when you look at the way Omo expressed that this is an illustrious son of the land, who says no. We know him, we all know him, everybody knows him. You understand even there? Not even just in this land, even beyond this land. Please, if you are there, do us a favor. Share this broadcast widely. That can only lie, maybe can spread. What you're not lie. So, because there are so many people in our land, okay, people who don't, they want to hear from others to make up their minds. That is why some of us are here. Okay, to correct these impressions. Of course, we are going to focus seriously on the issues. I'm going to be discussing, Olumide and his vision and every other thing. But an error left or refuted leads to intellectual immorality. So because a lot of error, a lot of mischief is already taking place, in a way, the Onaladian, understanding, so that we can understand. But over and above everything, okay, over and above everything, this was a program that was hugely successful. But these mischief makers will not sell the success. They will not tell you how Edo State stood still one day for Olumide Akpata because his campaign was flagged off. And by none other but one of the bravest politicians in this generation from Nigeria, Peter Gregory Obi. Edo was agog. Everybody was pleased. There was a feel-good factor in the land, but nobody is going to, mention that. But the opponents will look out for their options and they start shunning out, materials. But on a within 3, 4, 5 days on how they queer. So if you are there, you believe in the new Edo on the horizon under Olumide Akpata. Please share this broadcast, subscribe to our channel, because the engagement is going to start, if it has started. And let's keep pushing the issues, ahead. On my phone, we did all of this content we're talking about right now. Olumide receive royal blessings. Or not receive a royal recognition. Royal recognition, as one that had been, recognized. You understand, where as an industrious son of the land, he received royal recognition for that. Where we know you. You are an industrious son of this land. You are an illustrious son of this land. That is coming from the most revered king in the world to his subjects. Then who is that human being tomorrow or yesterday that will come out and say, Edo? So I think that has been laid to rest. This is another thing. This another thing that Omo, did, created, established that clarity. After some people try to push that narrative, in this land, okay, we have a primary school in Benin called Fabi Akpata. It's from this same family. I will tell you Akpata and what their contributions have been, particularly to Ovia Northwest, Ovia Southwest. We know. So Akpata as a family is not one that is not known in the kingdom. But let me play this particular excerpt as well.
We believe that come 21st of September, when the people push us into the office of government, we will be able to deliver the benefits of dividends of democracy to them. Oba Atokwe. Oba Atokwe. I beg, make una just a type. If you cannot write Oba Atokwe, just write God bless our king. God bless our king. May God bless Omonoba Nedoko Akpolo. Oba Omonoba Atokbe, he said. What the act say yo?
On this occasion, he's receiving royal prayers. He's receiving royal prayers on this occasion.
Akpata, we Akpata. Ina do mo utwe. Yegwa. Oba atope.
Thank you, Kato. God bless our king.
Elect those who stand.
Let's listen to Peter B, please. Just
so they can hold them accountable. Imagine,
God bless our king.
And I thank you for always being a father to all. And I know in this election you remain a father to all. Thank you. And may God Almighty continue to bless Your Majesty, the palace, the good people of the kingdom. Thank you.
You and your formidable entourage.
Please listen, very important. This part is important as well.
To inform us of the flag off of your campaign. The gubernatorial candidates, we thank you very much. As I said, we are very well known to everybody in Nigeria, not only in Benin. We know we have an idea of your background, of your CV, how rich it is. I thank you very much.
Listen, it is only one word you say to a child who is wise. When it gets into the child, it turns to 200. It turns to multiple. And that is why they say, even in our own general parlance, they say a word is enough for the wise. Or where ita afima do edigwe agbene oma. You speak to the Beninese in parable, but strangers, you explain everything. And when you talk of parables, okay, the palace is the custodian of our parables. Now, I will not explain anything. For you who are there, for you is there watching, as Edo or Esan or Afema or wherever you are from, hear the word of the most revered monarch in the world. Or where we know your background, we know your CV, we know how rich your CV is. Invariably, we know your capacity. Itan Fimado. I didn't say anything more than that. Itan Afimado. Our back cannot be involved and cannot be dragged into all these shenanigans they are pushing up and down. We will not do that. We will not allow that. However, when people try to create a bad narrative, we will resist such narrative. Edo must wear a new look in 2024. The old order has to change. I'll play that again.
Come here to inform us of the flag off of your campaign. The gubernatorial candidates, we thank you very much. As I said, we are very well known to everybody in Nigeria, not only in Benin.
Reaffirmation.
We know we have an idea of your background, of your CV, how rich it is. I thank you very much for coming with His Excellency Peter Obi on this flag of your party's campaign. I say this on behalf of my chiefs and members of the royal family here present. We all welcome all of you. And members of the party that has standing room only, we will welcome you all. Members of the fourth estate of the realm, I greet you all. I thank you very much for your comments. The points that you have made, the gubernatorial candidates, we have taken note of it. Also, the remarks of the National Party leader, Your Excellency Peter Obi, His Excellency Peter Obi, we thank you very much. In case you are, these press people are expecting a whole lot more. I'm sorry, we're going to disappoint you because I'm not a politician.
Please, please, if you are a Benin person, walk be say your talk be. Oweri taya esi enetan. Omogwane. We a matana it's a triumphant entry, you know, for Olumide Akpata into, you know, his forage into the political environment of Edo State. Now, there's one matter the only need why address it, because at the end of the day, when I don't feel look key, you know, but so when a bad child who is looking to throw stones into the market may forget that his own mother is equally selling in that same market. You understand, Ivenania? Why am I saying this? When it suits them, they tell you, don't drag our palace into politics. Now, what you have seen that they have used to paint everywhere, oh, they are blasting Olumide Akpata, oh, Monoba rejects Akpata, Monoba this. You have not seen that there's nothing like that. And Omo explained the reason why he made that correction. Omonoba didn't even call it a rebuke. He said, we need to correct this for the general public and for the fourth estate of the realm, the media, so that we don't wake up in the morning and you start seeing things like, the son of the monarch, okay, running for governorship in Edo State. That needed to be cleared, and that was why. And it is not peculiar to Olumide's visits. This is what this palace does when the palace notices any matter that is capable or has a capacity or propensity or anything close to drag our monarchy into unnecessary environment of discourse. Or more, we nip it in the bud. Every day, and that's why on this occasion, I liken to Olumide, but others have not gone to the palace now to go and let Omo know. It might mean I stand to be corrected, you know, if any one of them have been like this, to let Omo know that they are running for this thing. But if they not do, okay, they not know how to tread because Olumide has paid the sacrifice. I have to sing. Olumide has paid the sacrifice. He has paid the way, paved the way. So none of them will not go to the palace and say, I'm the son of the palace, because they cannot take correction from Olumide Akpata. It is only a child of destiny that presents himself as sacrifice to his people. Olumide has gone, made this mistake, or more corrected this mistake. Nobody will come and pass that truth and make the mistake. And again, it's firmly established that the palace has no hand in politics. The palace cannot be dragged into politics. However, just a state reminder, I'm not going to say anything, but I want to remind us
and strong
it is adage here that if you don't
I just want to remind us that when Goodluck Ebele Jonathan traveled to Benin at the instance of Governor Obaseki, I had questioned that. I'm not going to question that again. That I was surprised that Obaseki did not travel. We did not go to the palace with Ebele Jonathan. And I probably may even be surprised that Ebele Jonathan may have been advised. I stand to be corrected. I have a call. Let me take this call out before I continue. Hello. Hello. Please, can you reduce your device and talk to me in 1 minute, please? What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Lucky by name. I'm calling from Germany.
Go ahead, Mr. Lucky.
I just get some advice. What the advice when I get for the now about the PDP stuff in your state. That's what they are pressing more button to, so that for they take the power back in Edo State. They want to die put for that power to enter their hand back. But more no green. That's why they call for more plan. To plan very hard because the way PDP they plan all the stuff they talk about now PDP handwork over about today they live for several hours.
I beg, no, just mention anybody name for this platform. I know they mention individuals name for this platform.
No problem.
I know they discuss individuals.
Sorry for that, but I just talk about the plan. Say food the because when I know say the food what I do say so.
All right,
we'll try more. Maybe say this will come to power. Go PDP APC, the big devil for that state. Evil.
God bless you, my brother. Thank you. It's noted, and thank you. All right, sir. I just wanted to quickly establish that as well. I don't profile ordinary Edo State citizens. I talk about authorities. I talk about anybody who is a governor or a political leader. That person must be talked about, must be scrutinized. So I discuss authorities. I don't profile individuals. It's not our thing here. So that's why if anybody's calling or writing, let's stop mentioning names of ordinary people. You understand? Hey, man, I don't operate like that with one another. Another call is coming in. I have a point to make with this video I have on. Hello.
Hello, good evening, comrade.
Good evening, sir. What's your name and where are you calling from?
All right, my name is Anthony. I'm calling from Indonesia.
Go ahead, Mr. Anthony. Just 1 minute, sir.
Sir, I just have to greet you with everything in my life. I greet you. There is one thing that makes me respect you watching your program. You say things the way it's supposed to be that everybody will understand. Now, there is something I wish to say. I was born and brought up in Edo State, right? So I was born and my mom is from Edo State. So this thing we are saying, I know what you are fighting is better Edo. That is what you are fighting for.
Yeah, absolutely.
You are not fighting like others that will campaign from APC primary. If they see that the person they are campaigning does not win, they will jump to the person that win. From there, they will jump to I love the way you do things. You are a very straightforward human being. So I wish God cover you in the mighty name of Jesus. Continue your good work, sir. I love you, bro.
Thank you. I love you too, my brother. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that. That's really very encouraging. Thank you so very much. Thank you. That's all I would say. So, like I said, please, on this platform, I am not looking at. I'm not looking at ordinary people like me. You understand? My focus is if you have been given a mandate, the people hold you in trust to manage their resources for them, and you are not doing it, it becomes a concern. You understand? So I can talk about governor, local government chairman, if we are saying councillor, ministers, presidents. These are figures because they have been positioned by the power of the people. And so if they are not doing things well, we must talk about them. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I will not talk about, if anybody raises any issue now about Olumide, for instance, I am not interested in talking about the person. I will be interested in talking about the issue in question, if it's something I can talk about. Because if it's yesterday I had a meeting with Olumide with some other people. I told Olumide, I said, bro, you don't. We are supporting you if you win. You don't have a blank check. It's not a blank check. You will deliver on the promises you are making. This is exactly what makes the United Kingdom and all of these advanced countries different. When people are contesting election, they make promises in their manifestos. It is on the basis and the strength of the manifesto and the promises they are making that will make them win election. It is on the basis of how well they have fulfilled their manifesto and their programs that will make them win election. We are booting out the Tory party right now in the UK come July 4th, because they betrayed the trust of the British people. They betrayed the manifesto of the British that they promised. We are likely going to entrench the what's it called, the Keir Starmer, the Labour Party leader right now, as the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, because people are believing more in his own manifesto that is giving, that he's going to fix NHS, fix a lot of all of these broken things within the system. In Nigeria, it is not like that. This is my total grasp. People don't understand with Governor Obaseki. He made promises he didn't fulfill. We campaigned on those promises. Anyway, I won't discuss Obaseki that we'll talk about another time. And if until people understand that, and when the politicians in turn, we must hold them accountable to those things. We will not go anywhere. And that's what some of us, I thank God I'm not feeding under any of them. I'm not expected to feed under any of them. I'm not expecting anything. All I just want is that, look, live by your promises, fix Edo State, make Edo State right. And right now, Akpata speaks my language in that regard. It is my duty to support a candidate who speaks my language that is going to fix Edo State. It is the duty of that candidate to do what he promised to do, to succeed. It is not my duty for the candidate. It will not be my responsibility if the candidate succeeds or fails. If he succeeds, we will support and applaud him. If he fails, we will call him to book. May I take this call before I get important to know about this? When I share, please just keep sharing and subscribe to our YouTube. Follow us on Facebook and everywhere, please. Hello. Hello. Please, sir, can you reduce your device and talk to us?
Yeah, good evening. My device is reduced already.
Go ahead, sir.
Comrade Show.
The Comrade Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Comrade Pharmacist Augustine Iremira.
I don't catch your voices. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I just want to commend you, comrades, for what you have just done and what you are doing this evening. I think Edo State election for all of us is going to be a very seismic one.
Yeah.
This election, like you said, will be based on idea.
Yes.
But if Olumide is watching, I just want to warn him and to advise him. As we are standing for him, we are standing on issues.
Oh, yes.
And we are going to hold him accountable when he becomes governor come September 21st, 2024.
Yes.
And for all Edolites and Nigerians, I was discussing with a friend yesterday, they look forward to a Edo State election. It has never disappointed. Yes. So on that note, I just want to say thank you very much for finding time. It's unfortunate I'm not with you today, but I'm somewhere else. But just to say that the spirits are behind you. Carry go, my brother.
Wesley, thank you so very much. There's another caller here. Sorry, I missed that other call. So I was actually on the line of saying that here where Nage drag our palace into issues, which I agree with. You understand what I'm saying now? Because people want to use our palace in a very petty manner. We will not use our palace in a petty manner. We will look at the issues. Now, they did not discuss this, so I thank God that even the Labour Party members, they did not even make it loud. But there was something here. I observed it. Gula Jonathan went to the palace. Obaseki ma Omalele you and Obaseki your TV Jonathan Adiedo. Let me take this caller. I will take your call. Hello, sir. Hello.
Comrade Show.
Comrade Show, yes. We are live, sir. Talk to us. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Johnny Fellow, calling from Verona, Italy.
Go ahead, Mr. Johnny. In 1 minute, please.
Okay. You see, Olumide, Akpata, and you see, I voted for Peter Obi during the 2023 general election. You see, most of these guys, they are all coming to rise on the popularity of Mr. Peter Obi, which is not, anybody can just come to. Look at the judicial rascality we have in Nigeria. Olumide Akpata was the chairman of NBA. He didn't do anything about it. What I'm trying to tell you, the comrade, is that, you see, at those states, we cannot trade those states for mediocrity. These are opportunists. opportunists. That's what I call them. Because of these popular, anybody want to come to Labour Party to get ticket to run for an election. You understand?
Yes.
The judicial rascality brought us to where we are today, and they are the one doing it.
Yes.
He was the NBA chairman 2023. What did he do about it? This man not be asked. Carrying Peter Obi walking up and down. Obi just came to Edo State to fulfill all righteousness.
Okay, Mr. John, thank you so very much. Yeah, the 1 minute is gone. You know, Mr. John, I want to say that I honestly have huge respect for whatever you have expressed right now. Unfortunately, I do not agree with you. Olumide was chairman of NBA from, I think it was from 2022. And please go and check the records. Olumide made 12 promises when he was becoming NBA chairman. And go and check the review and how successful Olumide was. About the case from Olumide was a success as NBA chairman. The handing over, Olumide, first promise he made was that he was going to review all of the processes into the election, into the NBA. Before Olumide came in, there's always been crisis in the NBA when it's time to hand over, when it's on transition time. But when Olumide was handing over, okay, his election was the most impeccable in the history of the NBA. It was a huge success. But we had a governor in this state who stole, with all due respect, who stole the local government elections. He did not allow the will of the people to count. He wrote the results. We have a governor in this state who stole the House of Assembly, the House of Assembly elections. You understand what I'm saying now? So let us look. A matter now, we are going to face them on issues. So when we elected Obaseki, I have even not to feel with here. Our electoral process was the most important thing. If you do not have a proper elections, if the people did not decide who become who by way of elections in the states, there is no way you can expect progress. But look at what happened in local government elections. A Kanamanawa election here not declare results under the purview of the governor of Edo State. We are lucky now that this election that's coming out is not under the administration of Obaseki. All the elections organized by Governor Obaseki, what happened to them? All the elections in Obaseki, what happened? He has been the result here. But thank God now it's going to happen by INEC. And people have now, you know, I think Tinubu has now sent it to the bill where not give I think there's a bill at the National Assembly that INEC should organize all elections in Nigeria. Now anyone is state to board. Some people have argued where every state where there's a governor, he has been result of a local government, he has been result of a House of Assembly. So basically has not done anything different. But is it right? We said we wanted those states to be an example to other states. But when it was time for you to organize local, let me not deviate. So when you talk about NBA, my brother, go and read. NBA has been existing for several years. Olumide only governed NBA for 2 years. He gave 12 points agenda. When he was leaving NBA, he left NBA with 1.6 billion. Yeah, check it. It's all over. Browse it on the internet. 1.6 billion. Say Ayebani. Now continuing winning. If you know Olumide, based on anything he won't say, my brother, you should be singing his praises even as we speak right now. He did 2 years under NBA. 2 years of Ivani. And if you know all the promises he made, he followed them through. He's been reviewed by different papers. So my brother, I did not serve with NBA with him. So the narrative of where judicial rascality, this and that and that, this and that and that and that, man, you cannot blame judicial rascality on Olumide, who served for 2 years. In the meantime, people, let us listen to this particular, excerpt, and I will talk about it. Omonoba talking when Gulo Jonathan came to Edo State. Just take a listen.
They don't know when they are spoiling things, they think they are repairing it or something like that. You know, in Benin, where you know? That's what I've just said in Benin. It's in our adage here. That if you don't tell the person that the spoiler of things, or even the spoiler of culture, spoiler of social norms, values, normative system, if you don't tell him that he's spoiling it, he thinks he's repairing it. He thinks he's, I'm sure you'll get him that sometimes they don't know when they are spoiling things, they think they are repairing it or something like that. In Benin, that way, that's what I've just said in Benin. It's in our adage here that if you don't tell the person that the spoiler of things, or even the spoiler of culture, the spoiler of social norms, values, normative system, if you don't tell him that he's spoiling it, he thinks he's repairing it. He thinks he's, I'm sure you'll get a message there.
So, fellow Nigerians, I'm not going to dwell on this. But like I said before, the Benin man says, when Jonathan visited, I did make observation. But in the course of the visit, almost says, if you do not tell somebody who is spoiling that he's spoiling, he will say he's fixing. And he said to Gulo Jonathan, I know you get the message. I got the message. I don't know if you do, if you got the message, but we'll leave it at that. Because Labour Party, what's it called, supporters did not bring this except to come and elaborate on it. But this is a very powerful statement by the Palace of the Oba of Benin. And of course, we know where the statement is coming from. Anyway, that's what those state people, Olumide, Ita. You understand the what I'm saying now? Just to try to give clarity to the issues and to let us know that Olumide is a child of destiny. Olumide is a child of destiny. Yesterday, there were some things he said. I just want to review review publicly. I had some meeting with some people with him and every other thing. And I told some people after the meeting, said one of my adoration for Olumide in recent time is that the man has been very consistent. I've heard him speak on channels, on different television media, and even when it comes to all of these social media platforms, he has been very, very consistent. What he said yesterday is what he's going to say today, is what he's going to continue to say. That shows me somebody with a clear vision, somebody who is ready. And most of all, Olumide is displaying a huge sense of empathy. A huge sense of empathy. Olumide went to somewhere, area teacher's house. And the people came to Olumide while he was campaigning. And they said their transformer is down. They don't have lights. Olumide told them, well, okay, I mean, light now, what is the state? Our transformer and every other thing. He sent somebody at is it a BDA or whatever they call it, the light this thing, to come and review the state of this thing. He made some promises with money and every other thing. And as we speak, they are already working to restore a transformer to save that particular neighborhood. Now, this is not in the media. He doesn't blow this out of proportion. He doesn't talk about them. This is what Olumide is. And a lot more things like that. So when the man says that my governance will be about the people, people-centric. People, it's the core of the people. My brother, I believe him because even before coming to Aspire, we had the government and all of that. This man has been a silent supporter of different things here and there. Different things. And there's one other thing I like about Olumide. Well, this I love about him. He can attack. You understand? He's guy who has fallen into politics with a difference. If you tell Olumide that say, Olumide, we have need for toilet too. He will ask, how much is the toilet going to cost? You will say, this toilet is going to cost 300,000 naira. You are probably, Olumide will promise, I will give you that toilet. You are probably expecting Olumide to come and give you 300,000 naira on hand. Olumide, will you provide a toilet in here? He will set everything in place. Now, where a 300 were money for that toilet is built and is delivered. Okay, where now don't you were born. You understand? Olumide doesn't believe in that. You have asked money for this project. Okay, you bring the contractor and have a project in it. Everything is set in place. Contractor phase one. Okay, engage the contractor. I will phase one. Okay, one phase two. He will see it to the end of the project and make sure the project gets delivered. He doesn't want to hear news where the other 300,000 went and manage toilet. That is Olumide for you. There are practical examples that are banned or Bumbe that I have investigated. So before I came out to say where it took me a while to say supporting Olumide. So let me take this caller. Hello. I greet you, sir. Sorry, what's your name and where are you calling from? Sorry for holding you a bit.
My name is Benjamin. I'm calling from Italy.
Go ahead, Mr. Benjamin. 1 minute.
I want to talk to you what you are doing. And I've been following you throughout this before. You said that the other day that if the election takes place now, Ashe Igodalo will win the vote. Then the other your friend, got the name is the pharmacy. That one says you should not campaign that way. But now you are now declaring that you are supporting Akpata, which means that way you are supporting someone that already lose. You are supporting a loser.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. I respect your comments, sir, but I must end your call now because your comment is not relevant to this particular broadcast. Thank you so very much. And I cannot even respond to your comment because it doesn't really make, with all due respect to you, sir, it doesn't really make any sense to me. For people who follow me, I had a process leading to when I declared for somebody. I never declared for Aswe Udalo. Never. You know, that's the picture of what I'm saying. I only declared for one person, and this is what I'm doing right now. So, like I was saying, I like that about Olumide. I investigated a few projects like that by civil society groups, by associations, by this and that Olumide has supported. He will see that without any, misappropriation anywhere. I think I like such kind of personality. Without, there's no aggrandizement per se. You understand? He will take record of him now in a way and he has supporting. He will monitor it till AKOF and it will until it gets delivered. That's Olumide Akpata. So I honestly believe that what this man is bringing to governance in the Edo State is something different. Now, let me give you another reason why I must have faith in Olumide Akpata. For this current call just now, I will advise you to change course and develop faith in Akpata. Let me tell you why. We have only one Labour state in Nigeria. Whether we like it or not, Alex Otti right now is the best performing governor in Nigeria. Under 1 year. Under 1 year. Look at what that man has done. Now, Alex Otti happens now to be a long-time colleague of Nene Olumide Akpata. I'm aware, I've been told that there is hardly no week near Yagwan. Olumide has been to Nene Abia to go and see Akpata. I mean, to go and see to go and see Oti severally. And they are rubbing minds. They are already discussing. If you win, Olumide has very clear picture of what he wants to achieve within the first 30 days. that Edo State will understand that yes, there's a governor in place, and I am encouraged. I want to see that. But of course, he knows too. It anywhere. He does not have a blanket check. I do not love Olumide more than I love Edo State. Edo State is my love. Anybody who does what he promises to do, I would love the person alongside Edo State. But Edo State is permanently my love. So I don't have any permanent friendship with any politician whatsoever. The only friendship I develop with you as a politician, if I support you, is I support you to do the right thing. Particularly when you promise and your promise endear me to you, you must be seen to be fulfilling that promise. Woman, where there's a problem. You don't tell me that you will do X, Y, in case of Obaseki, you will do X, Y, Z. The things you have promised, we are not seeing them. But we are seeing some other things, they are not part of Nenave manifesto itself. I mean, where the core things that they are not available. Only we bring a matter of trust issues. And at the same time, under the same state, it is reported that we are now owing over 500 billion in debt. And I look at those states, nearly 600 billion, with all the allocation around every other thing, in debt. There's a report that came out from National Revenue, and all of that. In the past couple of months, we have borrowed about 15 billion to pay salaries. So we're indebted. And the question is, they cannot even wet donor. I am not a fan of former Governor Shomole. But when Shomole was living in Edo State had a very good look. Edo State, even any other ring glory, they beautified Edo State in a way that we have like oh man, this is not bad. But when Ladonia, a colleague of mine just came back, less than a week ago. The guy is just like, you might understand all the hype about the basketball, you might understand that he married you for 20 years because they know the packaging. This PDP people, they know how to package. They make the thing so sweet. They years they will take it from there. The reality is important. And the reason why I'm not support, one of the strong reasons why I'm not here support as well, where even under Governor Baseki, because even at the end of the day, they're responsible for now this nearly 600 billion. The people who are responsible are the same people now here do your bonner that they are projecting. All over here. Hey, who is going to open the books? Who's going to ask the questions? At least, whether people are judged well, some people are judged or Baseki did well or might do well or might understand well, whatever the case is, I just like that somebody comes into government and open the books. We don't even have more. And Olumide has spoken my language. I'm not going to use the word probe, but everywhere Edo State money is, we will look for them and they will come out. I'm encouraged by that. Omanawe, may God sustain our lives. We are still here. On our win, Omanawe, we are here. We are here. And then, some of us, it took us nearly 2 years into his Obaseki's second term before I started questioning what he's doing. Obaseki entered government with 9 legislators. We were covering for him for 1 year. Obaseki didn't have commissioners. And he going to those ministries. Where are they? For more than 1 year, 2 years plus, there was no local government. But yet, there was allocation to local government. There was allocation to different ministries. Where are those monies? Obaseki, Ogie, and later, the chief of staff. The 3 of them ran the state. Initially, Obaseki Ogie, and Shaibu. They ran the state for over a year without any principal officer appointed. And yet, there were monies now apportioned to those offices, but they were running all the offices together by themselves. There was no local government elections for just less than months or the local government elections. And this is the same man now that I will not come out. You have projected candidates when I know that this guy has a master plan that is not trustworthy for those states. I am discussing the issues, and I'm discussing the reason why I believe that other shenanigans in me, we don't need to allow it to continue. And the only way we cannot allow it to continue is to bring in Olumide Akpata to help us open the books. You know, even if we will not say it is good that there are some checks and balances, we open the books. I will say you will be applauded and you will be given an award for doing well. Understand? You explain. Who are we? Look at former Kogi State Governor. Odeho Amamiania is running. But when he was governor, there were people applauding, saying he's doing well. He's doing well. Where is he today? He gonna lock on your ball or send a transform Kogi State into London. I hope that will not be the case for those states. So my people, if you follow the trace of the snake and you are setting fire in the bushes, you will set fire to your father's house. This matters. We are going to take them okade. But we are doubly committed to ensuring that we turn a different page on this Edo State. If Edo State had become a Dubai or nearly so, honestly, I will be singing the praises of my governor, because what he saw to us when he was contesting was that when he will be leaving, Edo State will be different from how he met it. I don't know how much true that is now. The other APC candidates, he went into the waters on our way campaign, so they nearly killed the man. And the question I ask myself is it that those waters are not there? Is it that the GRO is not a waterlogged GRO? Is it that Boundary Road, is not waterlogged? What is the issue? Why are we trying to paint what is red and paint it white? We are seeing it. People who carried camera a year ago to show us roads, okay? Today, they are not going back to those same roads to show us a year ago to tell us that those roads are still alive and well. The Kenwan Road has been under construction for the past 8 years. I promised my Gili and I campaigned with it. I was told that the Osioma Power Plant will be giving light to houses by this time. The Osioma Power Plant is not giving us light. It's not giving light to houses in this time. I campaigned with those. I was told that we'll be having a diaspora agency. I campaigned with that. I showed people where we have a trusted governor who's going to deliver on these things. And you expect me to not start clapping again. My father used to tell us, we once beaten, twice shy. Hello. Good evening, sir. Please, your name and where you're calling from. Just a minute.
Yeah,
I'm about to turn off.
My name is Peter. I'm calling from the UK. Good evening. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, they hear you, bros.
Yeah, I just want to contribute a little bit to what you are saying, if that's okay.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. 1 minute, sir.
Yeah, what I just want to say is that I see that you are you are rooting for Akpata, which is fine. I have nothing against the man.
Yes, sir.
And we are all entitled to support whoever we want to support.
Yes.
But the question I want to ask is that, do you have a clear that you can share? Do you have a clear plan or a clear manifesto of Akpata that you can share with us?
Yes.
Because it's not enough to just say I'm supporting this person, but I've not seen Akpata roll out his plans and programs for Edo.
Okay.
So if if you will be maybe your next program, I don't know if you have time.
Yes.
If you can, roll out his clear agenda.
Yes.
So that we can have what we can, even if he gets there, we can say, okay, you said you would do this. Where is it? So we can assess him on that.
Yes.
That is my question. Sir.
Thank you very much, my brother. Your question is so valid, so valid. But let me assure everybody, Akpata has a very clear manifesto. And in fact, yesterday, the issue of manifesto came up yesterday. Officially, that manifesto will be launched, I think very likely, I think likely towards the end of this week or early next week. It will be launched. I have seen, the major structure of the manifesto. As a matter of fact, I am, somebody who has become an insider, I'm very, very impressed. You understand? And I can assure you, I've told everybody that we are going to, discuss issues, the campaign on issues. So there is no way that we are going to be running our mouth like this without pointing to the manifesto. The manifesto, officially, the manifesto is out. I personally will bring the manifesto here and bring out the major structure of the manifesto and, discuss it with us. We will open the line, people will call in, we'll discuss all of this. You understand what I'm saying? It's important that people know each plan that the man has. You understand? And we will equally bring him and task him to come and discuss each of the plans. You understand the picture what I'm saying now? And all of that. So, my brother, you are very much in order. It is the way to go. And of course, hopefully, by the end of this week, next week, that will be, and the way they are going to flood the manifesto out is going to be like a Bible for everybody to hold. You understand the picture of what I'm saying? Everybody's going to have access to it and all of that. So that's is a point well taken. I'm sure that some of his very close allies are watching right now, and they are taking note. So those people, there's a lot to talk about as we get along. You understand? I only just came to use this program to try to refute all of this media, misrepresentation of the Oba Palace, this thing, so that to show us the other part that we will not tell you. You understand what I'm saying? It was a huge success. Akpata is coming, and it's coming to Osaigbovo Avenue. Nothing is going to stop it. And for some people here have said, oh, because they don't give them money. Let me tell those people. I think that you people, some of you are making this issue of they're not giving money, they're not giving appointment. You should have some respect for me. Because if I was looking for personal benefits, I had the opportunity surplus with the two other major political parties. Surplus, like nothing, like surplus. You understand? But that would have amounted to me. I can't be this confident. You understand? I had the opportunity with PDP. I had the opportunity with APC. I have a few friends in this political party. People that have dragged me, done everything. I said, look, I just need to look for the substance I want. I'm not interested in, you understand what I'm saying? I was telling one of the party the other day, may be watching right now, or they may be watching later. I've sent him the link. I think it was 2 days ago. I was in one of the political parties, some of these guys called me. They told me that, this Nissan account in Mary, they want to send me 5 million now. That I should give them a framework of how I want to campaign for them. I tell them the cost, the budget, but they will advance me 5 million naira now. And when I bring the budget, even if it's 100 million, they will fund it. They want me, they are this thing. You understand? But I told them I apologize that I could not do that. You understand? Not for anything. Everything we do today. I think I was telling my wife yesterday. I said, every step we are taking today, and this is me, really, the real me talking. Every step we are taking today, somehow, we are going to meet the dividends of our steps later. It could be 10 years, it could be 20 years, it could be 100 years. We will meet it. You don't get how, particularly with internet. You understand the picture of what I'm saying? So I could not afford, as a human being, to come and talk to those people because of my own personal interest like this. Not for any human being. I cannot do that. I do whatever I'm doing now with my conviction. If Olumide becomes governor tomorrow and God willing, he will be, You understand? And Olumide fall out of step. This same way they campaign for Olumide now, me go come after her. Not be because at the end of the day, my conscience is not bought. I mean, but no, there is no amount of money that can buy my conscience. When that person was offering 5 million, I'm not sounding any modest. You know, say Nara don't pour where. You understand what I'm saying now? When I even look at I just laugh for example this thing, say 5 million naira. You understand what I'm saying now? Maybe if we see convert much more money with the hustle for here, convert them. Maybe before 1 month, that 5 million naira we don't get them. You know, to convert money into naira, get a pass safe, many. Let it be 5 million naira. You understand? And all of that. So at the end of the day, they are listening to me now. You understand? And yeah, I'm not gonna fit. This is like waiting happen like backyard matter. You know, but it's just to express that whatever I'm doing it out of my love for Edo State. Suppose I look at Olumide, say this Olumide not get substance. What I told myself that if I don't see substance, will make me support any of these political parties, any of these candidates, I would have stayed neutral, not supporting anybody in this election. If I had not seen what I was looking for, I would have stayed neutral. I did my, what's it called, my endorsement broadcast. Refer to my endorsement broadcast and you will get some answers from there as well. It took me a long time before I came to this point. I've had interactions with these people privately. I've had with their surrogates. I've had with their friends. With their people have been like, you understand the picture of what I'm saying now? If I open my phone and show you text messages of people expressing disappointment that I don't join their side, you'll be amazed. Nobody expected that I will come out. Because for everybody, Olumide not get level. Olumide not going to win this election. For a lot of people, Olumide is not going to win. Olumide has no chance because of our political history. Oh, it is that PDP or APC. Some have joined PDP because of power of incumbency. Some have joined APC because of power of federal might. You understand what I'm saying now? I could have joined any of these. You understand what I'm saying? I enjoy myself, collect from anywhere. You understand what I'm saying? I relax. Because according to permutation, Olumide doesn't have a chance. But I chose to stand with that one that some people said doesn't have a chance. I mean, that should tell you something, man. You understand? But the truth of the matter is, nobody knows who's going to win this election. I'm supporting Olumide to help him win. Now, the good thing about me is this. I don't get any stake, personal stake. If Olumide wins, I win with him. If he loses, I will lose with him. Either way, I'm a happy man, satisfied. I supported Obaseki 4 years ago. I know they owe him 5 penny. And if I say make I calculate, if they owe me money, the man is probably owing me millions. All the, what's it called, the hosting when I host this man, when I host all the Zoom sections, now my money I take do all of them. All the posters when I promote this, now my money. But I'm not owing him a farthing. I know the one. And that's why I'm bold enough to come out and speak as I will. And speak to my conviction. So when I forget about all those, collect money matter. It doesn't exist, not in my dictionary. But let me tell you what exists. If Edo State starts running well tomorrow, you will see how proud I will be. You will see how glorious I will be. You will see my expression will be different. I mean, I know they forbid a winner you mentioned that I'm going to Edo State, everything is running smooth, employment has increased, security has improved. We are able to go home and invest without being afraid, say they go thief our matter or they go swindle us. Do you know what is happening? Yesterday, that's when they report. People go spend millions. Established farm. Now this year, another farm started to bring produce. They've been on it, spent several hundreds of millions. One human being with the House of Assembly carry caterpillar, go level the farm for one reason or the other. The person is in government. I just say this one now, just that this one from one person now I hear the matter. I never hear the other side, so I'm not making any judgment. But if that is true, that is huge rascality, political rascality. Somebody raise that matter. And so several more. I mean, people don't come up from diaspora, go establish for them, say they want to go stay in Nigeria. At the end of the day, after a year or too, many of them don't run back, some don't even wreck. Just because we are unable to protect. So my interest, my personal interest inside the matter, and I make Edo State better. I made a give Edo State Diaspora Agency. Let that agency begin to harness and restore confidence in the people in the diaspora, those people in the diaspora. So people can go home, invest thoroughly, knowing fully well that they have the protection of their own government that they have supported. Olumide has assured me and has assured all of us that he will activate our diaspora agency. One of the first things he's going to quickly achieve because it's low-hanging fruit. But that's a story for another day. Those three people, my name is still Comrade Lantic Monsa Oriaki. My if he does, I will let you know. Even while the debate is on, discussion is on. I'll come your way again. Until then, please help share the broadcast. Follow us on TCS blog. Follow us on the Comrade Show. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Let us build all these channels. They are attacking me with their own all this hacking matter, but no wahala. You understand what I'm saying now? You can hack me, but you cannot close my voice. You understand? We will still speak out. So that's the way the matter is at the moment. God bless you all for joining and for all the callers that we've had. Thank you so very much. I may not remember all of your names right now, but I really appreciate that you guys make contributions. Even those who disagree with me, I appreciate you all. You are all helping to deepen democracy. And the way I live, you understand? Like I always say, we yesterday want to review that, but at the end of the day, we explain our case to Edo State people, and the people will make their right decisions. And I hope that all of us can combine efforts to ensure that the will of the people will truly carry the day. Intimidation should be ruled out. This is a contestation. Let the will of the people count. That's my own advocacy. You disagree with me, you're not my enemy, you're my friend. You know, but let us disagree on issues. And I like the young man who called just now and had his own disagreement, and I respect that. You understand? So we cannot fight ourselves because of politics or politicians. Let us look at the issues critically so that we can put our trust in somebody. My own issue with the PDP candidate is majorly trust issue because of his own predecessor who is trying to force him on us. Majorly, you know what I'm saying? On whether this person, on the capacity, or manner is presentable, or manner is this, is that. I mean, it fits a lot of bills. There's no doubt about it. But and they trust on is very high. Then again, I want a harmonious Edo State. I want somebody who will become a governor, and with immediate effect, the relationship between the government house and the palace of the Oba Benin is restored with immediate effect. As far as our process, Omana win, we will all just come together. Look at the division we have right now in our state. We are so divided now. People are just tearing each other. It's a shame, but we need to come together. Politics will not make us disagreeable, but let us deal with it on the issues. Like I said before, I don't profile individuals on my platform. My understanding, I don't do it because any relevance. I'll carry one person. I'm going to talk about the person on my platform. The person has no. This person is not elected. It's not representing the people. There's no issue. But I mean, where I let you wear and it's become public. This thing, you are in the eye of the radar. Or fulfilling your electoral promises, you are in the eye of the radar. We have a right to talk about you. But it's so everywhere. People are discussing Kestema, they are discussing Richie Sunak, they are discussing Joe Biden, because they are there in the eye of the storm. And that's how it's wrong. But let's keep it on issues. And those people, thank you so very much, and thanks for staying with me. God bless you all. I'll see you again. It is the Comrade Show. Don't forget to share. Bye for now.
This is the Comrade Show.